Lisa Briggs from the Bruce Company is here answering your plant and garden questions. The number to call, 270-9933. Hi, Lisa. How are you?
I'm good. How are you, Mark?
Doing well. Getting ready for the big storms to come in. But in the meantime, we got some questions to answer. We'll start with Mary in Fitchburg. Hi, Mary. What's your question?
Hi.
Hi, go ahead.
Yeah, I have some Carl Forester grasses that were transplanted in May, and they're not looking good. So I'm wondering if they can be cut back now.
I would leave them, Mary, and let them go. I mean, the only thing that's going to take energy out of them is if they start to flower. So if you want to cut the flowers back, that would be fine. But I would leave as much foliage as you can because the foliage is getting the energy that's going to help the plant established. So make sure it gets a good soak once a week, but it doesn't want to be wet, so be careful that it doesn't get overwatered. It should be in a sunny place, and they should be better next year.
All right, great. Thank you.
All right. Let's go to Jean in Madison. Hi, Jean. What's your question?
Hi, Mark. I have a tomato plant in a pot, and the tomatoes are coming in, but they're brown on the bottom.
Yep.
All of them. What does that mean, or could I do?
You've got blossom end rot, and that is a condition that affects tomatoes when they're not getting enough calcium, which is really easy to do in a pot because it's probably in potting soil or some soilless mix that doesn't have a lot of nutrients. So you can do two things. You should get some fertilizer that's formulated for tomatoes. There are lots of them on the market. We carry an organic one called Tomato Tone by Espoma. That will help with the calcium deficiency. The other thing that happens when you're growing tomatoes in pots is that if you're not checking the water every day, then they can dry out, and that uneven watering exacerbates the blossom end rot. So just make sure that you check them every day, and maybe they need to be watered more often than you've been watering.
I've been watering them every day. Yeah,
it's the calcium probably.
Yeah. So those tomatoes, take those off that are affected, but once you get the calcium in there, the tomatoes that come on after this should be fine.
All right. Let's go to Karen in Madison. Hi, Karen.
Hello. I have a beautiful braided hibiscus that I got this year, but just overnight it became covered with these itty-bitty little bugs, and the leaves began to turn yellow and fall off. And I put some neem oil on it, but do I need to throw it away, or what do I do?
You have probably got aphids. And so what you can do is you can take a hose and spray them off, and then treat it with insecticidal soap.
Okay.
Which is a little quicker acting than neem oil.
Okay.
And you really want to drench the entire plant, undersides of the leaves and on the tops. And then you probably will have to treat at least one more time in like a 10 to 14-day period because they've laid eggs.
You think I can save it?
Pardon?
You think I can save it?
I think you can, yes, because hibiscus do this kind of thing all the time, and so they're probably buds lurking under there, so you just need to get rid of what you have now and whatever eggs they've already laid.
Okay, so it's savable.
It's savable for sure.
All right. We are out of time. Thank you all for calling in. Lisa, thank you for your time.
Oh, thank you.
We'll see you soon.